Today, I want to talk about something that quietly shapes almost every decision we make, whether we notice it or not. It's the difference between thinking from fear and thinking from state. Most people believe they make logical decisions. In reality, most decisions are emotional reactions, just explained later with logic. This audio is based on an integrated analysis of key ideas found across modern thinking on psychology, decision-making, and financial behavior, including concepts commonly discussed in works on behavioral economics, emotional regulation, and long-term strategy. But this is not a book summary. This is about how these ideas actually show up in real life. What thinking from fear really means. Thinking from fear does not always feel dramatic. Most of the time, fear looks very normal. It sounds like, I need to decide right now. What if I miss this opportunity? I can't afford to wait. Everyone else is already ahead. Fear-based thinking is fast. It rushes. It seeks certainty immediately. Many books describe fear as something extreme. Panic, anxiety, stress. But in everyday life, fear is much quieter. Fear is the pressure to act before clarity appears. Across many frameworks, psychological, financial, and behavioral, one pattern is consistent. When decisions are made under internal pressure, the error rate increases dramatically, not because the person is incapable, but because fear narrows perception. You stop seeing options, you stop seeing timing, you stop seeing consequences, you only see relief. What actually is? Thinking from state is not about being calm all the time. It's about stability before action. State is the internal condition from which a decision is made. When someone is thinking from state, their nervous system is regulated. Their attention is wider. Their thinking is slower, but clearer. They can tolerate uncertainty longer. Many books talk about discipline, patience, and long-term thinking. But underneath all of those ideas is one thing: state control. People who appear disciplined are often just people who don't let fear hijack their state. They don't rush, not because they don't care, but because they understand timing. Across many studies and models, a similar insight appears. Decisions made after a short pause are consistently better than decisions made immediately. The pause is not passive. It's strategic. What the analysis shows: when you analyze ideas across different domains, finance, leadership, psychology, one conclusion becomes very clear. Outcomes are not created by information. They are created by the condition of the decision maker. Two people can have the same knowledge. One succeeds, one doesn't. The difference is not intelligence, it's state. Fear compresses time. State expands time. Fear asks, how do I stop this feeling? State asks, what is the correct next step? This is where modern analysis tools, including pattern recognition and data modeling, align with human experience. Most long-term failures come from short-term emotional decisions. Human conclusion. Here is the part that books often don't explain clearly. You do not need to eliminate fear. You need to recognize it without obeying it. Fear is information, not instruction. When I look at all these ideas together, one conclusion stands out. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a stable state before choosing. If you act with 10% clarity, you'll get random results. 30% clarity, you'll get partial stability. 60% clarity, your outcomes change dramatically, not because the world changes, but because you stop fighting it. Practical navigation. Here is how to apply this in real life, simply. Before any decision, ask one question. Am I reacting or am I choosing? If the body feels tense, rushed, pressured, wait, not forever. Just until your state stabilizes. Even a few minutes can shift the outcome. You don't need certainty. You need enough calm to see clearly. This is not about control. It's about alignment. Machines can analyze patterns. Data can suggest outcomes. But humans still decide. And the quality of your life is shaped not by how fast you react, but by where you decide from. Pause. Stabilize. Then choose.